She's the Big Ten all-time scoring record. She's the leading Division I women's career scorer. She, of course, holds all Iowa records. I mean, the list goes on. It's the same thing watching The View. It's the same thing that Jemele Hill said, saying that Caitlin Clark is problematic. All Caitlin Clark has done is sold out arenas, set TV viewership records. She's brought millions of new eyes to women's collegiate basketball and now on to the WNBA. So saying she is problematic, I mean, to me, it sounds like she's the problem solver. And speaking to Jemele Hill.
So the saga that won't end. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. So
Riley Gaines just picked up a microphone, a megaphone, and pretty much set the place on fire with her loud comments about Angel Reese, while praising Caitlin Clark like she's the next Steph Curry with a ponytail. Is this the sports crossover we didn't expect but totally needed? What does swimming have to do with basketball drama, and why is Twitter going crazy like popcorn popping without a lid? Get ready, this drama has more twists than a pretzel in a storm.
Progressive and liberals who have said for so long, why won't anyone watch the WNBA? Say, well, she's just pretty tall and white. That's what this is. Let's be very clear. Caitlin Clark has gotten the coverage that she has gotten because she's amazing. She's a phenom. The Big Ten all-time scoring record. She's the leading Division I women's career scorer. She holds all Iowa records. I mean, the list goes on. The fact that she is straight, white, tall, or pretty. Might I just add, I think anyone's pretty next to someone like Brittany Griner. This is what the viewers want to see is Caitlin Clark.
Ah yes, this is where sports attitude and social media mess crash together. If drama was a sport, Angel Reese would be the loudest and most important player. And Riley Gaines? She's acting like the referee, the rule maker, and the one calling everyone out, all at the same time. Who would have thought a retired swimmer could jump right into basketball drama and make more noise than a packed NBA arena full of vuvuzelas? Classic Riley.
Riley Gaines made a good point. You got Caitlin Clark with all of these stats. Everybody knows that Caitlin Clark is bringing eyeballs to the WNBA. If she was at the All-Star game would have 10 times the views because everybody want to see how Caitlin Clark performs. You guys have a cash cow, and it's irresponsible to put one of the best players in the league in.
Let's start with Angel Reese, because really, where else would we begin? Angel is the queen of trash talk. She practically gives herself high fives for just blinking and probably needs a full press conference every time she flips her hair. She's turned post-game interviews into long speeches and uses Twitter like it's her personal diary to complain. It might seem like she's fighting for something big, but most of the time, it's just about who looked at her the wrong way at breakfast.
Sorry, but I don't know who need to hear this, but Angel Reese gotta be the worst basketball player ever. She's the worst basketball player ever. Like, do y'all guys don't understand this? She only made 2 points with 12 rebounds. She missed a couple of shots and she missed a rebound, bro. She only made 12 rebounds. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 12 rebounds. And she missed like 4 layups, I think. I don't know, I forgot. But this is nasty work for her, bro. Bro, if she keep playing like this, guess what? She is not winning any games.
Every game feels like a one-woman show starring Angel Reese as the hero, the villain, the coach, and even the crowd all at once. She strikes more poses than a runway model and always has a comeback like a soap opera star. And if you think it's just about basketball, oh no, it's never just about the game. It's about the story, the spotlight, the small dramas, and the big meltdowns that stick to her like glitter at a kid's birthday party.
Gold medal, and the rest of the team, they had 7 practices while Caitlin was still playing with the WNBA. So does this make the decision fair?
Yeah, to your point, the USA basketball chair, the governing board there, their job is to win. It's not about popularity, as it shouldn't be. So let's look at the facts here. Caitlin Clark was the #1 overall draft pick this year. She holds many Big Ten, NCAA records for collegiate women's basketball.
Just when Angel Reese thinks she controls the whole story, boom, here comes Riley Gaines jumping right into the drama with the style of a ballerina but the power of a wrecking ball. Riley isn't even in the same sport, but somehow, she's taken over like it's her group project and she's the only one who did the homework. She's not playing offense or defense, She's changing the whole game while casually sipping tea and tweeting about fairness like she's the referee at the Olympics of online arguments. Riley didn't just stir things up, she poured jet fuel on the fire of basketball egos. And the best part? She doesn't even need to dribble. She just says what everyone else is scared to say, drops the mic, and lets the internet explode with opinions. Meanwhile, Angel's trying to keep up, throwing shade like party confetti and acting like Riley just took her favorite parking spot at the Mall of Fame. At this point, it's all about the brands. Angel is the storm full of emotion, drama, and Instagram filters. Riley is the sharp, polished tornado of bold opinions and expert-level comebacks. One loves chaos, the other loves controversy, and somehow, they've built a wild new world where swimming and basketball now share the same court, and no one's even wearing the right shoes.
I know my teammates count on me for that because second chance opportunities, I'm one of the best rebounders in the country. So I know that's what I can bring to the table every single day. And if I can finish those, that gives a lot of points for us. So I'm just trying to do my job and maximize my job as best as I can. And I know that can lead us to some wins.
The playmaking was there, the rebounding was there, everything was there. She looked like the best player in the WNBA. She looked like the MVP. She looked like a player that she deserves all the attention she's getting because she's doing something nobody else in women's sports is doing. Nobody can capture the attention like Caitlin Clark can capture the attention of the human brain. When I'm watching Caitlin Clark and the shot she's hitting, I'm just like, what the heck? I just have to kind of like stand up and just lock in, like, what am I seeing from this woman? And yeah, man, I could talk about it all day, but let's go ahead and break down this game, man.
Riley Gaines didn't just support Caitlin Clark, she made it a full show. It was like she rolled out a red carpet, threw a big parade, and crowned Clark as the hero of fairness in sports. If Riley had her way, there would probably be a statue of Caitlin Clark next to the Lincoln Memorial, with Angel Reese standing beside it holding a sign that says, "Thanks for participating." Of course, Angel didn't take that well, because let's be real, Angel doesn't take anything lightly. Not a compliment, not a handshake, not even a deep breath. The second Riley spoke up, Angel fired up her drama engines and blasted off. Suddenly, this wasn't about basketball anymore, it was about disrespect, storylines, and whatever fancy words her PR team could fit into a tweet. But here's the truth, the real issue isn't Caitlin Clark, and it's not Riley Gaines. The real issue is Angel Reese thinking every bit of criticism is a personal attack and that attention always equals love. Every time someone calls her out, she acts like they've disrespected her family and burned her childhood home. For her, it's not just sports talk, it's a battle. So when Riley supported Clark, Angel acted like she'd been kicked out of TikTok royalty. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark? She's just out here playing basketball, no shady tweets, no tears on podcasts, just hooping.
Holy mother of God! Somebody stop Angel Reese. She is single-handedly the worst fucking basketball player in history. If you don't go take your little bow wow like Mike first 20 minutes of the movie ass the fuck up out of here, ain't nobody trying to see that shit. It was one part of the game where the motherfucker traveled so much you would have thought she was Moses walking on water, gets all the way to the basket, and still missed the motherfucking layup. Somebody give fucking Reese a goddamn Fisher-Price basket. You would have thought Captain Jack Sparrow was out there playing fucking basketball. No, let me tell you what happened. She realized she makes more money on Instagram and all these fucking endorsements in last 8 months she been hoochie mama.
Caitlin Clark is just out here playing, scoring points and making defenders look silly like it's her full-time job. Riley Gaines saw that and said, yep, this is what real sportsmanship looks like. The funny thing is, Angel Reese wants respect so badly, but she treats the game like she's doing bad stand-up comedy. Trash talk is cool, until it becomes your whole personality. After a while, fans stop seeing you as confident and start seeing you as just tiring. Riley Gaines was simply the first person with a big enough voice to say it out loud. But of course, Angel didn't back down. Oh no, if Angel Reese fell into a hole, she'd bring a jackhammer and a bulldozer to dig even deeper. Every time someone calls out her behavior, she claps back with a TikTok dance and calls it empowerment. Sure, Angel, and I'm the Pope of Dunkin' Donuts. Meanwhile, Riley took the high road, but let's be honest, she did it with the force of a freight train. She praised Caitlin Clark so much, it could make a Disney princess blush, and then reminded everyone that sports should be about hard work, discipline, and actually playing, not turning the court into a personal reality show called Keeping Up with Angel. And really, what did Angel expect? That Riley Gaines, the self-made referee of sports ethics, would see her social media drama and cheer her on? Definitely not.
Angel Reese did a slight push on the defender, grabbed the rebound. Caitlin Clark fouled Angel Reese. Angel Reese fell, and it turned into a whole thing. SportsCenter posted that clip, and I just want to show y'all some of the top comments on that video. She wasn't even going to make the layup. Barely touched her. Reese been working with LeBron's team during the offseason. She was going to miss that layup anyway. She's going to ignore Reese pushing someone in their back? Man up. Good job, Caitlin. Good take foul. What a flop. Angel Reese acting like she was going to make the layup. Notice Reese pushes Clark's teammate first in her back. Clark sees it and returns the favor. Reese then plays victim. Angel Reese hate button. 7,000 plus likes. If y'all go through the comments, they're all saying damn near the same thing. So after reading those comments, I'm like, damn. Is Angel Reese the most hated WNBA player? And what even got us to this point? And I know about all the past stuff that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese went through, but
Riley can't stand fake drama. If there was a vaccine for attention seeking, Riley would be the first to sign up. She looks at Caitlin Clark scoring 30 points without all the extra noise and thinks, finally, someone who just plays the game like a pro. But here's the funny part, the more Angel Reese rants, the more she actually proves Riley and her fans right. It's like someone yelling, "I'm calm," while clearly losing it. Every time Angel throws a fit, she just makes things worse for herself. By now, she's somewhere between a walking joke and a poster for emotional immaturity. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark keeps it simple. She plays, she wins, she goes home. No over-the-top interviews, no TikToks where she dances and shouts about respect. She just does her job. And that drives Angel crazy, because deep down, she knows that kind of real respect can't be forced or demanded, you have to earn it. And that's the sad part, Angel could actually be great. She has the talent, the skills, and the kind of platform other players dream about. But instead of focusing on getting better, she's too busy chasing clout. She's trying so hard to be iconic that she forgot how to just be good at basketball. And Riley? She saw this coming a long time ago.
The Indiana Fever just played their first game against the Chicago Sky, and folks, it was not close. It was not close. I remember my timeline being flooded with people saying it was going to be a good dogfight. It was going to be a close game. It was going to come down to the wire. It was going to be a great one. No, it wasn't. It was a 40-point blowout. And it was a great game on one side. On the other side, it was a little questionable. But we got to see Caitlin Clark in full force. We got to see the new and improved Caitlin Clark. I can't wait to break down the film in this video for you guys, man. She looked amazing. She had a triple-double, a 20-point triple-double. She shot it nearly 50% from the field. She shot it 50% from the three, y'all. She had 4 blocks. The defense was there.